Hey Ravens fans, I'm excited now to be joined by Ravens President Sashi Brown. Sashi, we're here at the league meetings, and as you look at the organization right now, what do you see as the key areas of focus for the team?
I think it's first at a really exciting time. You know, we've got two-time, some would say three-time MVP at quarterback leading us. One of the most exciting athletes in the world, much less quarterback in our sport, and Lamar, Derek, and all the players. So we always keep the main thing, which is let's win as many football games as we can and field a championship level squad. And Eric and John have done a masterful job at leading us and situating the franchise to do just that. So that's the first thing. So it's a great time just to be a fan of the team. And then, you know, I think it's a really exciting time in the history of the franchise. We've extended our lease, which has allowed us in partnership with Maryland to make a major investment and reimagine really M&T Bank Staedium and the fan experience, which was already, you know, we're usually 1, 2, 3 in the league given the year in terms of our stadium experience and fan experience, but now we're able to reinvest in that alongside Maryland and bring a lot more to the game day experience and all that tailgating experience, bring it right to the stadium footprint. With a ton of new spaces and exciting opportunities. So it's a great time to be the Ravens fans, and we're really excited to roll out this second phase of renovations for the flock.
Well, you mentioned those renovations. They're ongoing both at the Under Armour Performance Center and at M&T Bank Staedium. At the stadium, what has you excited about these renovations in terms of bringing the stadium to the next phase of its iteration?
Well, first of all, I think it's just a volume of new opportunities and spaces that and fan experiences that you'll see. So everybody, when they come into the stadium, they're going to see technology immediately. That's a huge part of what we wanted to do. We understand that nobody wants to miss a second of the game, so we are heavily investing to make sure that we update our technology around the stadium. The second thing is there's a ton of new spaces. Last year you saw the Miller Lite Gatehouse was one of our most popular additions, so people were able to take in the roof deck and obviously the beer hall as well. But this year we're going to start to see the plaza come to life. One of our challenges is when we built the stadium originally is we built out very small retail space. So Ravens fans will have a place to come in Baltimore 365 days a year, not even just limited to game days, to come get merchandise and apparel. And a huge new store with our partnership with Fanatics is going to be a really exciting opportunity to get more and different type of Ravens apparel, your jerseys and all the things, of course, but just a lot more products. So there's a ton of new spaces for people to take advantage of, and the plazas are going to be awesome to bring that tailgate experience that's so unique to Baltimore right onto our stadium footprint.
So something that fans don't get to see, but you and I were living through it, is the construction at the Under Armour Performance Center. There's a lot going on. What can you share about the work that's happening at UAPC?
Well, not too much right now, but we knew, if you can believe it, the castle, which is still, I think, one of the best training facilities in sports, and part of our legacy, really needed an investment on the football side. There's been so much progress and evolution. We went to the front of the class and ahead when we first built the castle. But I think now at Under Armour training facility, you've seen colleges at the D1 level and other facilities built around the NFL that have just progressed and pushed forward what a modern training facility looks like. We hadn't made major changes to our football side of the building. We added a wing some years ago on the business side to accommodate increase in headcount. And expanding staff, but we really wanted to invest in our players and their experience. And so we've got some new high-powered, really well thought out and big designs that we've shared with our players, and I'll wait until we unveil them here with Chad and the rest of the PR team.
So Sashi, one of the things that was announced earlier today here at the league meetings is the Global Markets Program, and the Ravens have now entered the UK market and been granted UK marketing rights. So what's the significance of this?
Yeah, grateful for the NFL granting us those rights. UK has been a place we've played 2 games already. And the growth of the NFL game internationally is booming. So you know about flag football coming to the Olympics in 2028, so it's a global game. We've seen a lot of that growth here locally in Maryland. We're right on the verge of getting girls flag, young women's flag to be sanctioned at the state level. with scores of teams across different counties playing now inter-school. And so, when we look at the growth of the game internationally, we look at UK as one of the places that's really going to be a bedrock for us. I mean, the game is well established there. There are 2 or 3 games that are played every year. We thought it was a natural fit for us, and there's a lot of commonality and love for our brand over there. So we're happy to get the win last time we went over, year before last, against Tennessee. Pulled Derek over to our side, and we'll be ready to go back and get after it. But we've seen a huge amount of appetite, the game growing in South America, Mexico, Central America, but also in Europe. And so UK, I thought, was a great fit for us. Easy to bring fans over. We've had a couple come over already, and easy for us to get back over to play some more games.
Something that I get asked about as much as almost anything football related is often uniforms. I'm sure you get these questions all the time. Of course, people love to talk about the games and what happens in those, but people love to talk about uniforms. Last year, we unveiled the new helmets, the Purple Rising helmets, which fans were certainly excited about. Is there anything on the horizon on the uniform front?
Nothing at this point to be announced. I know people have asked me that. I was asked yesterday by the media, but it's always exciting to think about. The reality is we have just a super closet. I mean, I think our all-black uniforms are probably the best uniforms in the league, not to knock the purple, white, and the new, purple. So we like all of our variations, and really excited to roll out some of the work that was done by Brad Downs and our marketing team, and Kaneko, who runs our equipment staff. They've been working on a few things to come up with that color combination last year with the all-purple, which was rolled out beautifully in the win against Cincinnati.
And lastly, Sashi, you just wrapped up your 3rd season as team president. What are the biggest takeaways that you've had in these first 3 seasons, and what has you excited about the future?
Yeah, my opening press conference, I talked about humbling seeing one of my mentors, and Dick Cass, sitting with me as he moved on into quasi-retirement. We keep Dick busy still on occasion, and love to see him coming to practice and hanging around the facility and helping us out on strategic initiatives. But humbling was the word that I described it then, and still humbling. I go into every day with the mentality of trying to make us better and make sure that I'm leading alongside John and Steve and Eric and Ozzie and the rest of the crew. We've got a fantastic team of fantastic people. We're in very much service to our fan base and to our community. And so, I love the job, love the franchise, love the city, love the people. Couldn't ask for more. Really excited every day, and every day is different. We have a lot of important, exciting projects that have taken place over these 3 years and made a lot of progress on each of those. So the future is bright. Very thankful. I think we've got the best ownership group in the league with Steve and Renee. And so, we got John extended. Things are really, really great right now, and I'm happy to play my small part of that.
It's a good time to be a Ravens fan.
That's it.
Awesome, Sashi. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Garrett.